My name is April K. I'm here to talk about after detox. Now what? Okay, detox itself. I'm getting emails like, how do I pick a detox? My son needs a detox. My wife needs a detox. My second cousin's uncle needs a detox. They called me, they want to help. We're going to talk about picking a detox, which is key to anyone's recovery. I mean, would you go to have your tonsils out by someone who's a dentist? No, you would go to a physician. You've got to stand up and do your homework. Make sure you get the right facility for your needs. We're also going to talk about what happens as you go through detox and what is next after that. I'm going to try to keep it short. My last video I just recorded was like 18 minutes, and they won't take that. So let's take some deep cleansing breaths. Just relax. Oh, you don't have to hold your breath. You don't have to do anything. You can move your shoulders, go back, your neck. Just let it go. Find a place where you're safe and you're sitting knowing that all is well for this moment. For all we really have our moments anyhow. With each breath, becoming more and more relaxed, listening to my voice, focusing on letting go all that no longer works for you. And as we can continue to relax, let's set our intention for today. If you don't have an intention, you can always use mine. My intention is to make good decisions today based on knowledge and wisdom and taking out a little bit of the emotionalism. There's a time to follow our feelings, and there's also a time to use all the information we have to do what is best for our growth. So, my intention today is I'm going to make decisions using wisdom and knowledge for my highest good. And so it is. So, detox. Okay, first of all, do you really want to go to detox? I would probably say that about 90% of the people that go to detox don't really want to be there. They go there because they're being nagged, or they're going there because they're being pressured by either the court system, they got picked up with heroin in their car, or children's services came to their house and found out that the parents or one of the parents is high, or they've come out of a criminal jail sentence and this is part of their rehabilitation from the legal system itself. Usually those people don't really want to be there, and that's very sad because you're taking up beds for other people who do want to be there. Also, you become belligerent and your energy kind of melts on to everybody else of you not being totally with the program and doing whatever you can. So not only are you hurting yourself with that kind of attitude, you're hurting everybody else who is trying to find their way back to normal life. So before you even pick a detox, please, please be honest with your family, be honest with your employer, be honest with your spouse, be honest with yourself. Do you really even want to be there? Next, if you decide you truly want to go to detox, well, there's a lot of factors that go into it. For example, the number one, what is your drug of choice? There are detox centers that are like short deals, 1 day, 3 day, 5 day, 7 day, 15 day. How you pick one of those detox centers is based on what drug you are addicted to. Heroin, for example, can go through a detox in about a week. If you are taking LSD, fentanyl, crack, it will take longer. The detox process could be more painful, lengthier, and need more care. So you need to be honest when you go to a detox center. Honest with yourself and those around you. Also, they're going to want to know how long have you been using? How many times do you use a day? how do you use a day? There's a greater chance of relapsing if you shoot up. So, and if you're younger, and if you've been using longer, and if you don't have a plan. So, we're going to talk about a plan in probably another one of my YouTubes, the recovery plan. So, you're going to go to Detox. Another factor is how the heck are you going to pay for it? Money. Okay, it takes money for everything. Now, if your significant other or your person of interest uh, doesn't have a job, they might be a candidate to enroll in Medicaid. Because of this opiate um, crisis that our society is facing, the government is allowing Medicaid to pay for a lot of complete, like you don't owe any money to go through a detox program. Some states have a limit on how many times you can go through the detox, other states do not. But if from Ohio, I know that they will pay 100% for you to get well. I mean, what a blessing that is. Uh, it would be if someone paid me 100% to go through self esteem mental health counseling. It is a great opportunity for you to start all over if you are serious. Now, if you have mega bucks, there are the creme de la creme rehab centers that have everything from horseback riding to sculpture therapy to mental health therapy to high end everything. Those can start off in a continuum from 500 a day to thousands a day. So that depends upon you. One suggestion is if you do have some funds available, and especially if you have a teen or a young person that is suffering from addiction, I have seen great success with moving that child or that young adult out of his regular environment. There are things called triggers. There are their friends, their social system, where they picked up their drugs, the gas station, the mall, college campuses. People relapse for many reasons. One of them is the triggers are there. It just, the temptation is too great. They have a craving. Those cravings are usually not going to leave, at least right away. So the easier you can make it for them, the better it is. So we're talking about your drug of choice when you pick a detox. We're talking about the money. I really recommend that you check out Medicaid. And we're talking about also family life. Can you leave your children for a while? If not, there's day IOP programs, and we'll talk about that in a second. There also your job. How willing are they to let you stay at your job and go to an IOP program? An IOP program is can be very successful. It's called intensive outpatient, and that is where you go every day for so many days to learn the skills, to talk to a therapist, to see a doctor, talk to a nurse, talk to other people that are going through the same thing you are. So you get into detox and you're going to sign up. I am going to tell you this is not for the weak of heart. This is very painful. It is a physical detoxification of your craving and your connection to having to get the drug so many hours a day, so many days, so many ways. It can be very, very painful. Some of the things you might experience is vomiting, sweating, irritability to at the very least, irritability, sickness, vomiting, as well as intense emotional feelings. Now, if you started using drugs to cope with intense emotional issues. You could only imagine that they will be back when you get off the drug. Those emotional things do not disappear. Those mental health issues do not disappear. They are also going to take all of your items, no phone. You're going to be what they call a blackout. You're going to be put in a room, maybe not a single room. You may have to bunk with somebody else, and you are going to have to follow their rules. Why? Because we want to get you up and going as soon as possible. Are you ready? Don't take any fine jewelry if you have any left from not hawking it. Don't take any great clothes. There's time enough for that in the future. We are focusing on your physical needs. They provide food, they provide some group settings, and social workers will be in there if you need help. And then if you follow the rules, you get out, right? I mean, you're over 18, most of you. You can get out whenever you want. I mean, nobody's holding you hostage to this. The only one that is being held hostage is to you with your drugs. And that leads me to what we're talking about in the next tape is called relapse. What is relapse? Does it happen to everyone? No one? Are you a failure? That coming up. Relapse, part of recovery. So, you know a little bit about detox. Think about it. Make the right decision. Your intention today, I will make decisions wisely for my highest good. And so it is until we meet again. Remember, you can get the notes on this and some personal questions you as an addict can ask yourself, and you as a caretaker can ask yourself. Once again, I love you. I praise you. I appreciate you. You are God's child, and great things can happen to you. Nothing can stop it except yourself. Get out there, get well. It's a beautiful life. Until we meet again.